All right, if there is one section from this chapter that you choose to lock in and get really good at, this is the one, because this topic will stick with you through 7th grade, 8th grade, all through high school, and all through college. Slope-intercept form, which we talked briefly about last time, the y equals mx plus b in the tune of YMCA, is right here. In the equation, m we know is slope, that's what we found last time. B is the y-intercept, or I call it the beginning. B stands for beginning because that's where we start. And the y and the x's are our ordered pair. So they're going to stay as just y and x's until we choose to plug in numbers for them. Okay, this right here, super important. If you give me the list here of what each thing stands for, that'll be worth 5 minutes of game time. So, before I teach you the new method, I want to review how to take one of these table and graph. So I want you to table this and then graph it. Okay, this is my table and graph that I got. If this is something that you're not able to do, you need to stop working on this section. We need to go back and review because you have to be able to make tables and graph. Okay, we're learning today a shortcut that allows us to graph these tables incredibly quickly and efficiently. So if we're given our equation like this, by the way, I need to move over and steal a graph real quick. If we're given our equation like at the top, the first thing that we need to do is identify an m and a b value. Well, we should be really good at identifying the m value. In this case, it's -3/4, which is our slope, and our b value here. Now, for your b value, you always need to put a 0 in front of it, comma 2, because it stands for y-intercept, and also our beginning value. So in this case, we just graph the ordered pair 0, comma -2. Now, please, please, please listen to this. Your b value will always be on your y-intercept, okay? I've seen people so many times put their b value right there, and that is not correct, okay? Your b value is always, 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 always on the y-intercept. So we have our b value here. Our slope stands for rise over run, and all we do is we go from our b value, not from here, from this value, we go down 3 because our rise is negative, and we run 4, and we make this. Now we know if we're making a line and we have 2 ordered pairs, that's enough to graph the line, because everything else on the line will have to be in that same order. Okay? That's all we're doing. We're identifying the m, the b. We graph the b first on this line. Then we use the slope to make our second ordered pair and graph. That's it. This is a shortcut. Now, if we did the table method like we had here, and we did the other method that we just learned here, they would give us the same line. That's very important. So here's another one. Same idea. We have to identify an m and a b. Our m in this one is 1/2, right there, and our b is a -4. Now, we always turn b into an ordered pair by putting a 0 in front and -4 there. And we graph always on this, always the b first. That's ordered pair, 1, 2, 3, 4 down. And then we use our slope, rise over run, to find another ordered pair. So we're going to go up 1 and over 2 from this point, not from the center. So we go up 1, over 2, and now we can graph our line. Now, if I wanted to make another ordered pair, I could go up 1 and over 2 again. And I could do it again and again as many times as I wanted to make that line. In the reverse, if I did the exact opposite, so instead of going up 1 to the right 2, if I went down 1 left 2, the opposite, I should still be on that same line. Yeah, you only need to do 2, but there are times when it's helpful to be able to do more than 2. Okay? How many more slides do I got? Just 1. So I want you to try this one on your own and see how it goes. So for this one, my m is -3, and I can turn that into a fraction, -3/1. And my b is +8 or 0,8. I graph the b first. So right there. And I go rise over run. I'm going to rise a -3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go over 1. Now, if you got a straight line up and down, that means you forgot to put in the 1 underneath it. You always got to make them fractions. So if you did a straight up and down line and it didn't end up like this one, that means you forgot to put a 1 underneath that 3. All right. That's the whole section. Now on IXL, it's a little different. I would highly recommend graphing on paper and then putting into IXL second, because IXL won't give you a full graph like I will. So it's important that you can graph on paper and then you go to IXL second. It'll actually save you a lot of time. Okay? Oh, I kept this one pretty short. If you have questions, like always, ask me.